Well, hey there folks, and welcome back once again to the Hop House. It's Eddie here, and it's time for another beer review, and we're carrying on with our supermarket IPAs, stuff that's right up my street. If you've just found us here, I say at the beginning of all these videos, and I'm going to say it again, so just bear with us and we'll get on to the review. But if you're new, where have you been? It's the Hop House. We like hoppy beer, we like good house music. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, share and subscribe to this channel. That's what we do. Okay, so carrying on with supermarket available IPAs. If you're new to this channel, the majority of stuff that I do review is kind of stuff that's readily available at supermarkets. There are some beers, and I'll highlight some local breweries, both here in the Shropshire area where I live and also up north from Yorkshire where I'm from. And I've done a couple that I've picked up and got on my travels. But the majority of what I do here is supermarket ready, available. So you can go out and get yours. So next up, it's another virgin beer review, and we're going back to Morrisons, and we're going back to probably my numero uno craft brewery, craft beer company. They're up north, they're from Yorkshire, they're from Hebden Bridge, Vocation Brewery, and this has just landed in Morrisons, I think within the last couple of weeks anyway. And it is this. It is Vocation's Wave After Wave. It is a 6.7% double dry hopped IPA, 440 milliliter can. It was £3. Was it £3 or £3.50? Pretty sure it was £3. So it's back in the supermarket £3 range. What can I say about Vocation? If you've not been to Vocation, if you've not seen them in a supermarket, go and get them. Their Life and Death is their core beer. Their normal IPA at 6.5%. You've got Pride and Joy at 5.3%. You've got Heart and Soul, which is their session IPA, gluten-free session IPA at 4.4%. That's available in a 4-pack in Tesco for £4, so it's £1 a can. What can I say? They've also launched beers into Tesco. They've got their Love and Hate, which is their New England IPA at 7.2%. It's got some kick, but it's lovely. That's £3 a can. They've done one in Asda, which I've not found yet, but that's £3 a can. And they've also done another one in Morrisons, but they didn't have it when I went. It's the double IPA. It's called Smash and Grab. I think that might be the one that's £3.50. But this is £3, 6.7%, and it's got like a Space Invaders, but you shoot in the hops. That's kind of cool if you remember Space Invaders. Right, let's get it out into the glass. Vocation Brewery. I did try the Heart and Soul in a local, and then we went to a friend of mine's wedding in Hebden Bridge, and we stayed over 2 nights, and we ended up doing a bit of a pub crawl. We ended up in the Vocation tap. And then just before I got married, because I got married a few weeks ago now, we went to Leeds on my non-stag do, and I ended up in Assembly Underground, which also has a Vocation tap. I had Life and Death on keg, and it was tremendous. But that's that beer. This is this one. Let's get it out into the glass. I'm using my wife's gin glass for this, because it's really good for swilling. It says just add gin, but I'm putting beer in it. It's got a red tint at the bottom, so just ignore that. When I pour it out, it might look a bit red or pinkish at the bottom, but that's the glass. Right then, out into the glass she pours. I should imagine it's going to be hazy and cloudy and all that good stuff, because it says it's a double dry hopped IPA, and I wouldn't expect anything else from Vocation Brewery. Wow, look at that. Virgin beer review. So those that are new to the channel, it means I've never had this beer before. I've never tried it, I've never smelt it, I've never seen it. Well, I might have seen it, but I've never, tried it. It's Virgin beer review. We're doing it together, first time. Fingers crossed it's a good one. It looks a good one though. Look at that. That looks like a proper top end craft beer. Especially the way it sort of wobbles in a glass. It's almost like jelly-like. I mean, I don't like jelly, but I like it when the head does that. It looks quite posh. Looks like I should have a twisted up moustache. I mean, I've got no hair. So your beer in the glass. It is cloudy, it is hazy. I can kind of just about see the reflection of my hand at the other side of the glass. But it's quite golden colour, golden. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it's orange. It looks different under this light, so it may well look different on camera. but it's just a typical sort of goldeny colour, white head on it. It looks divine, looks apart. It's been nice and cold. I put it in the freezer. It's my new thing. I put my beers in the freezer for about half an hour, and it just chills it right down, so it's at a good solid temperature. I like my beers cold, especially hoppy stuff. Shouldn't have it at room temperature because it dumbs down the hops, and the malts come out, and it's just not the same. Chill it. Right, it looks really good. Looks like there's some good lacing. We'll do a bit of lace division a bit later on in the video, but right now I'm going to get that into there. So we're going to give it a whiff, see what we can sniff. Oh, that's dank. Oh, that's really dank. Like that. That's really dank. It's piney dankness. Really, really dank. That's the majority of what I'm getting from that. A little bit of pithiness maybe, a bit of zestiness, but that's really, really piney dank. Smells like it's got mosaic or something in it, or maybe some New Zealand hops or something. I'd go with mosaic, or maybe some Centennial. I don't necessarily think it's Citra or a Cascade. It does smell very mosaic-y, and mosaic is my favourite hop. I love mosaic. Now I'm smelling it a bit more. I'm getting a bit orangey, a bit peachy maybe. Peachy pineapple-y, but really dank piney is the main smell I'm getting from it. It smells lovely. It really does smell like it's going to be quite zesty and hoppy, but maybe bitter, not necessarily sweet. But then again, it's double dry hopped, so the dry hopping usually, it gives you the fruitiness rather than the, when you hop it in the boil, and that brings out the bitterness. Right, I think it's just time that we give it a try. So bottoms up and down the hatch. Well, let's do this. Oh, it's another surefire winner. It's another surefire winner from Vocation. They knocked it out the park again. If Vocation were golfers, not that I'm a golfer, they'd be in the Tiger Woods region. Just don't know what that was supposed to be. Like I say, I'm not really a golfer. That was a really rubbish metaphor. I apologise. This is good. Right, I'm going to have another mouthful. Oh. It's almost like I'm orgasming over beer. Look at that, what you will. Right, I'll do a bit of lace division for those that love the lacing, and then we'll talk about some flavours. So I'll hold it up to the camera. Apologies for the light if it goes up and down. But look at how that lace is in the glass. Look at how the bubbles chase the bottom of the head. It really is magic stuff. It's not as thick looking as I thought it would be actually in the glass. It does, although there's some haze to it, it is a little bit see-through-y. However, the mouthfeel, right, we'll talk about flavours. So it's got a nice mouthfeel to it. It's soft, not overly thick, but it's not thin either. So it's sort of a medium to good enough-ish body. But it is quite soft in the mouth. It's not necessarily very fizzy. It does sizzle down the side of the tongue, but the flavours you're getting, it's really fruity. It's really zesty. It's really moreish. Bit of sweetness down the middle of the tongue. Oh, lemon, lime, orange, peach, passion fruit, melon, that bit of pine that I was talking about, I was picking up in the aroma, and then the aftertaste is quite piney. Excuse me. The aftertaste is very piney, and it does sort of linger. Tart and piney. But there's so much flavour in that. That is lovely. In terms of it being 6.7%, now, bear in mind, so this is 6.7%. I said that their love and hate is their New England IPA 7.2. When you drink the love and hate, it's a lovely beer, don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic higher strength NEPA, higher strength New England IPA. But you can taste the alcohol in it. It's almost like you're drinking like a strong rum-based cocktail or something. It's got that alcohol cocktaily strong feel to it. This doesn't. This tastes like it could possibly be 4.5 to 5%. It's got the mouthfeel, a bit softer mouthfeel that makes you think it's a higher rated strength. It's a higher strength beer, but it doesn't have that alcohol biting, that alcohol warmth to it. Oh, superb. Right, let's see what Vocation say about this on there. So it says wave after wave, 6.7% double dry hopped IPA, hopped with HBC 586, Simcoe and Galaxy. This beer hits the target every time. Expect waves of intense flavours with notes of mango, pine and citrus. Well, I got the pine all day long. And I got the citrus. Don't know about mango. I expect mango to be a little bit sweeter, but I'm definitely getting tropical fruits. I'm getting like a passion fruit with pineapple, peachy kind of vibe to it, but the pine is totally there, especially in the smell. It's piney as hell when you smell it. It's lovely. So there was no mosaic in it. I was wrong about the mosaic, but it's got this HBC, another new hop for Vocation. So when these hops come out, they turn into like experimental hops, and they don't get given a name. They just get given like a symbol. So this is HBC 586. Now, if you remember, yeah, I've got another can of it because again, it's another Vocation beer that's my favourite. So this is Vocation's Tropical from Tesco. And it's HBC 630. So again, it's a hop that's not been given a name yet, but they've managed to get quite a lot of it because that's available in Tesco at a very good price. I love that. Some people have different opinions, but I think probably one of my favourite Vocation beers actually, that Tropical. But this ain't far off. I would imagine that for other beer reviewers out there that weren't too keen on this, bearing in mind that this is £2.40 a can, so it's a bit cheaper, right? So you get what you pay for, I suppose. So that's £2.40 a can, this is £3. This is probably an upgrade on this. So they've probably put this out in the supermarket. The feedback that maybe they've had, and they think, I mean, they did rebrew it. It was originally just HBC 630 on its own, which I preferred. Go check out the original review. Then we re-reviewed it because they put Citra and something else in there. Go check out Vocation's website. They put a post up about it. But I think what I'm thinking is what they've tried with that. They've learnt the lesson and they thought, right, we'll try this. But they've upped the price of it a bit. So maybe, you know, the quality of it's better because you're paying a bit more. I don't know. It is also a whole percentage strong because that is 5.7 and this is 6.7. But I have to say, Vocation Brewery again. I've not had a bad beer from them yet. I really haven't. And I've got some Heart and Soul down there in my stash. Because I got the 4-pack from Tesco for £4. And I've got to review that on the channel. I should have done that as the first beer because it's the first ever beer I had from them. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to be going back to Morrisons and getting more of that. Because that is sensational. That is ridiculous. It's getting 2 thumbs up and a foot from me if I could fit my foot in the video. Highly recommended. Go get some. If you like your Space Invaders, try the hoppy version. That's all I can say. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, what a beer. 2 thumbs up and a foot that I can't get in the video because I'm not a gymnast. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you again for another beer review right here on the Hop House. Ciao for now, people. See you in the next one.